So welcome to my brand new London house tour. This one is a big one.
Sometimes all I think about is you. Late nights in the middle of June. He always been faking me out.
It's official. I'm living in London. Welcome to our brand new house. Today I'm going to be giving you a tour of our brand new crib. We're going to show you exactly what you can get for your money in London. And wow, this place is spacious. Wait till you see the view. It's you know what, I have a feeling that the view we have in here is going to divide opinions. There's a whole load of pros and cons, especially to living in London, but I'm excited to show you around, so let's get on with it.
Sometimes all I think about is you. Late nights in the middle of June. He always been faking me out. Can't make you.
Now, as soon as you come in, you got a lovely view outside of the window, and we also got a storage cupboard. So straight off the bat, one of the first things I love about this place is the very long corridor hallway. That it just makes it feel really spacious and big. And so down there we got the front room, and here's 2 bedrooms, and here is the first bathroom. You know, a lovely, huge, spacious bathroom right here. You know, this is a very decent size. You probably ought to know how much we pay. I'm gonna keep that a secret to the very end, but it's not cheap. So behind me right now, you've got bedroom number 1. Now, bedroom number 1 is Jacob's bedroom. It's got a lovely view of the ExCeL Centre. So for those of you that know where the ExCeL is, we have decided to come to East London. Now, I'll explain why a bit later, but let's go into my bedroom right here. Yeesh. So yeah, this is my brand new room. It's a lovely size. I mean, this is bigger than my room at home. It's bigger than the one I had in York, for those of you that know my channel journey. I studied university for 3 years, one year in Sydney, one in York. And my rooms over the years were very, very decent. But I think that this is probably the best room I've had. And rightly so, because I paid, for context, when I was in York, I paid about £95 a week in a 3-person flat share. The thing about London is very expensive. Everybody knows that. But you know, I'm going to be spending most of my income on rent. But look at the view right here. So I've got some very interesting views from my bedroom. One out there onto the Thames and the scrapyard. You come up here, again, you've got a lovely view of the ExCeL down there. And then we've also got some built-in storage, which is really handy. So you can see wardrobe, lovely. And then a cupboard. And then in here, things on. We've got an ensuite. So this is my my little ensuite. It's a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom apartment. So yeah. This is my bedroom tour. So this is part 1 of the front room. We've got a lovely, it's kind of extra space around here. We've got a nice little space here where I think we're going to try and get like a foosball table, some other cool amendments along here. And then if we spin you around, you can see the other part of the front room, which is all about, you know, space again. We're going to have a TV, we're going to have all these little things. And the biggest selling point, I think, for this entire apartment flat is this view right here. And it is a bit of a crazy view. So you've got the River Thames over there, and you can see all the way super far east. There's not a single building blocking our view, really. A crazy view of the river. We've obviously, the downside, got a scrapyard there, which can be quite noisy. And then over here we've got the London City Airport, which is a blessing and a curse. But you know what, I think for right now, at this stage of my life, having a scrapyard outside your place isn't ideal, but when you've got a view of the River Thames and you've got a London City Airport right there, and all these great facilities in the east of London, like the ExCeL Centre, you know, I think I would class it as an experience, you know? So yeah, this is the front room, loads of natural light, which is really nice. And in here you got the kitchen. Again, a nice spacious kitchen. It's quite a nice open plan kitchen, open plan front room, dining room. And I was saying this to my friends the other day, like, when you move out for uni, it's like not a big deal. And when I went in Sydney for like a whole year, it didn't feel like moving out. But now this is our first house outside of university. It's a different sort of feeling, like this moving out feeling, so different. Let me know if anyone else feels like that as well. But let's get on with the tour. The final thing and the final part of this tour.
Sometimes all I think about is you. Late nights in the middle of June. Heat waves been faking me out. Can't make you happier now. Sometimes all I think.
So right now it's mad noisy, but I think once it gets, to the end of the working day, it becomes a lot quieter. Once the nighttime lights come on for London, it is honestly crazy. But you see what I mean? It's quite noisy right now, but take a look at this view. Right by the Thames barrier over there. Oh, hey mate, I'm not interested. I've gone with a different provider now, but thank you very much. Yeah, set up my broadband today. Nice guy there, Mikey, but you're too expensive, A suspicious panel there, which we need to get fixed. I'm not going to lie about that. Don't know about the wood, but it's a bit booky. A 12th floor flat is no joke, It's not.
Late nights in the middle of June. Heat waves been faking me out. Can't make you happier now. I just wonder what you're dreaming of when you sleep and smile so comfortable. I just wish that I could give you that bad look that's perfectly unsaid. Sometimes.
So here's one of the main reasons why this place is so cool. Now earlier on I showed you what it was like during the day when the scrapyard's busy, when there's planes flying, but right now there's a curfew over London City Airport, which is just over there, and the scrapyard has stopped. And you can just see the whole of East London. But I definitely think during the day that would get very annoying to have scrapyard right there. But this is my apartment, guys. And we're going to transform this into a lovely space, which is probably what most people when they move house always try and do. Transform it into like a nice little space for everybody to be in. And I just think when you're in here, the lights are off and you can just see the whole sights of London. It's perfect. How much do we pay?
Sometimes all I think about is you. Late nights.
So I hope you enjoyed that house tour. By the way, my voice is a tiny bit short right now. Basically, I'm on a little bit of an adventure. There's going to be a video coming soon next week to the channel which explains pretty much everything, and then a few other following videos about this adventure, which is quite cool. But let's talk about my brand new London apartment. Now there's a few things that I didn't show you in the video that you'll see in the upcoming vlogs, and that is firstly, obviously we've got a concierge, we've got a gated community which is quite safe. My parcels go to the concierge and they sort stuff out. Then at the very bottom downstairs there's a tanning room, currently closed, not sure if it's coming back, that we can use. There's a sauna that residents can use, and there's a gym which realistically you'd have enough to maybe, if you're lucky, maintain your current physique, but you definitely wouldn't be able to grow. And all of that stuff is free with the rent. We don't pay any like service charges, maintenance charges or anything like that. The landlord deals with that. And there's a nice little like meeting room, desk space downstairs where you can do work and stuff. So there are a few hidden extras from being in like a flat complex that I never really thought of before. A bit like if you're ever in uni accommodation, you kind of had like a common, some other cool bits and bobs like that. So bearing all of that stuff in mind, the total for our place, I'm not going to say exactly in case there's some, controversy why I can't say the exact figure, but it's roughly around the 1,750 mark, going from, no rent at home to paying basically the majority of my income on rent every month. It hits here. And a few key reasons why we decided to go for this house. East London's a bit further out, we know that, but it's like a 19-minute walk to the Elizabethan line. You can get the DLR straight through to, Canary Wharf, then into Central, so it's not dead slap in the centre. But it's very easy to get one tube and you're straight into the centre. There's quite a few cool events going on along around like the XL Arena, all places like that. And it's a very peaceful side of London where, you can skateboard without the hectic buzz of, cars, people. And it feels like a very nice community sort of vibe. And I think it'll be sick in summer. Again, like we're saying, we kind of we had no real specific place we wanted to move. We knew that we could move east, we could move west. And that's where we was looking at. We obviously know that everybody goes to Clapham. That's a cool place to be. But essentially, I did my masters in Clapham. I liked it a lot. I think it's a great place, cool place, very trendy. You can tell that straight away from the station. But the value for money in Clapham now compared to like a year ago is so much worse. Like if you wanted to live in Clapham, you have to snap up any place. And the likelihood is that you're going to get one good bedroom, one bad bedroom, or two average bedrooms, one bad bedroom. To get two good bedrooms or three good bedrooms seemed impossible. unless you wanted to pay 1,000 upwards a month, 900 upwards a month. So with a budget within reason, like, we just decided, since me and Jacob both relatively work from home, we need a decent sized space. So Clapham, although he's ready to pounce on anything that popped up, there wasn't really anything that we saw that was suitable. So in the end, we wanted to move out for like June time, and time was going on and on and on, and nothing was coming up. And he's like, let's just look for some stuff in East London. And then pretty much we started finding some nice places in East London. Our two good friends are there, Paz and Dave. You'll see them in a vlog. So slightly better apartment. So we're gonna tour that very soon as well. So definitely, if you enjoyed this video, you're gonna enjoy that one. And I think a big thing for me is, like, I can imagine myself going around East London, doing stuff, filming. And it's not even too far away from the O2 Arena. So it's quite well connected. So, you know, I think it's going to be a very interesting year. This new step forward, this new part of my life where I'm going to be living in London for how long, I don't know. My life could change. I could be working somewhere else. I could decide to go traveling. But essentially, I'm hoping and going to use this to push forward, because obviously it's a very, very expensive thing to do when I could live at home, you know, 20 minutes outside of London for free and just commute on the train 20 minutes to London. But I think obviously living with my friends is going to be great. Living near my friends is going to be great. And again, like, it's like when you're at uni, you can invite friends over, you can do whatever you like when you like. There's going to be a cool sort of thing, like independence on that side. And I just have to use this new house as motivation to you know, get stuff done. And I think that anybody that's gone through kind of moving for the first time outside of home after uni, it's, as I said earlier, it's very different. It's very different, and the cost, just especially to go in London, it just hits here. But you know, it's a journey. It's for the channel. We're gonna see what happens. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the house tour. Let me know what you think. The scrapyard, I can't lie, it's gonna test my patience, I think, in the day, because sometimes if you don't have headphones on, you can hear it. But I reckon as long as I use that as motivation to get out during the day and not always do stuff in my room like videos or editing, then it could be a really interesting year. I could become the Casey Neistat, Elliot Choi of London. That's the dream, that's the goal. But yeah, right now, as I said, I'm on an adventure, Turkey. Stay tuned for a video coming again very soon, next week. And then another one where we're gonna be looking at basically touring this mad villa we're gonna be living in. So yeah, subscribe down below, leave a like, let me know what you think of my house, and I'll catch you again soon.
All up in my head, that's how I behave. Passing up the same, waking up the same. All up in my head, that's just how I behave. How I behave.